Hello YouTube, it's David T here, bringing you another video. In today's video, I'll be talking about how Pokemon Sword and Shield are my favourite Pokemon games ever, and I'll be giving you 5 reasons as to why that is. And yeah, before I get into it, I'll give you a bit of a story about my Pokemon experience. I've played every Pokemon game up to about Black and White, but then I stopped. I never played X and Y, Sun and Moon, and maybe a couple of others. I can't think of what they're all called right now, but I missed a few of them, and I got back to Pokemon with Sword and Shield, and I absolutely fell in love again. So let's get straight into the video. Here are my top 5 reasons why Sword and Shield are the best Pokemon games ever, in my opinion. The number one reason is the most controversial reason, in my opinion, because so many people go on about the story, but I actually really loved the story. I loved Leon as a character, I loved Hop, and yeah, I loved the whole Dynamax thing going on, guys. So that's the first thing I loved about Sword and Shield, is the story. Moving on to the second thing that I love about Sword and Shield is the Dynamax and the Max Range battles. I really enjoyed this. I think Dynamax is a great feature. I never experienced Z moves, so I don't know much about them, but people make a big deal about Dynamax, but I don't see anything wrong with Dynamax. I think it's added a great new gameplay element to the series, and I really enjoyed Dynamaxing in battles. It never gets old turning into a giant Urshifu. And moving on to the third reason why Pokemon Sword and Shield is the best ever is the EV training. The EV training in the old ones was a mess. It was hard to get competitive Pokemon, and this one just makes it so much better and more convenient to actually bother to get competitive Pokemon and breed your Pokemon right. Because in the old ones, it was so you had to do ridiculous things to get your Pokemon stats perfect. But this one, it gets rid of all that crap, and it actually makes it fun to do that. And it's the first Pokemon game where I've ever actually played a lot of online battles, guys, and I actually do quite well in the online battles. And yeah, I love it for that reason. The fourth reason, but not final reason, is the DLC. I love the DLC. I love the Isle of Armor, with the Diglets, and the Urshifu and everything, and the the Max Mushrooms and everything, and getting the Max moves. Yeah, I loved it all, and they added a lot more Pokemon back into the game. They haven't got all the Pokemon still, which is probably a minor criticism that I would have, although it's not a deal breaker for me. Doesn't mean too much to me, as I don't use all the Pokemon anyway. Yeah, and I think that's really the only valid point that people have about the game being bad. I think all the other points aren't really that valid, because they go on about the graphics, but the graphics in Pokemon Sword and Shield aren't even that bad. I think they do the job good enough. And yeah, it's only going to get better from here on. I think the next Pokemon game, instead of having the old 2D towns, they should have everything in the open world, the kind of Dynamax, Max Raid battle kind of way, and have the whole world like that, guys, with all the Pokemon out in the open, you know. And yeah, I think that's how they can develop the Pokemon games going forward. And yeah, my fifth and final reason why Pokemon Sword and Shield are awesome is the experience share. In all the other Pokemon, and I know this is a controversial one, a lot of people hate the experience share, but I absolutely love it. In all the old games, it was a nightmare to level up your Pokemon, but in this one, it's fun to raise up different Pokemon. You don't have to battle the Elite Four over and over and over again, guys, like the other one, to raise up your Pokemon to level 100. And yeah, these are my top 5 reasons why Pokemon Sword and Shield are the best Pokemon games ever. Tell me your best Pokemon games in the comments, and yeah, let me know if Pokemon Sword and Shield are your faves. This is David T. logging out.